Raise your hand if you've ever said this. I want to build a brand, but I'm still figuring out who I am. Because same. The pressure to have a clear personal brand before you even have a full grasp on yourself, it's real. Especially if you're early in your creative career or pivoting into something new. And it can low-key make you freeze up. But here's the thing, you don't need to have it all figured out to build a brand that connects. In fact, your becoming era is part of your brand. Hey friends, I'm Ana The Marketeer, your friendly neighborhood marketing bestie. I break down the branding and marketing strategies shaping pop culture so we can learn from them together. And today, we're breaking down how to brand yourself when you're still evolving, with real examples from people like Sabrina Carpenter, Ice Spice, Chappell Roan, Olivia Rodrigo, and Doechii, who all show us that you can become iconic before you're fully formed. But first, I know most of you watching aren't subscribed to my channel. If you've been liking my videos, hit subscribe right now to support the channel and get weekly breakdowns just like this. And if you join my newsletter, Marketeer's Memo, you'll get a free download of my authentic branding checklist that will give you immediate tips to elevate your current branding while being yourself. Link is in the description. Also, you can now listen to these episodes on Spotify if you're more of an audio type. The link is also in the description. All right, let's get into it. The myth of figuring it all out first. Let's talk about the pressure to be fully polished. So many of us delay showing up online until we've got it all together. But here's a secret. No one actually does, especially not at the beginning. The most successful creators and celebs, they didn't wait until they were perfectly formed. They branded through the becoming. Let's take Sabrina Carpenter. She started on Disney Channel, but she didn't box herself into one version of herself. Her early music leaned pop Disney, but now she's the internet's cheeky big sister serving gag-worthy performances, tongue-in-cheek lyrics, and satirical humor. She's not afraid to play with persona, and that playfulness is the brand. Same with Ice Spice. She went viral for her vibe, but she's still refining it, still building the balance between her laid-back attitude and pop princess ascension. And she lets us watch it happen. Her early interviews were awkward in the best way. Now she's standing beside Nicki and slaying fashion weeks, without losing the chill Bronx energy that made her memorable in the first place. You don't need to be a finished product. You just need to be in motion. Branding while you evolve doesn't mean being fake. It means being honest about the evolution. It's not about pretending to know who you are. It's about letting people in as you ask the question. Why early branding is still important. So if you're still figuring it out, why bother with branding at all? Because branding isn't about being finalized. It's about being findable. Your early brand helps people understand your vibe, follow your evolution, recognize your growth, and build parasocial trust before you even fully know the destination. Think of Doechii. She called herself a swamp princess in one video and a high fashion villain in another. And yet, it works. Because it's all part of the same energy. Bold, fluid, unpredictable, theatrical, self-aware. That is her brand. Early branding helps build familiarity, even if it's not perfect and even if it changes. Because, spoiler alert, it will. And that's a good thing. Your early content becomes a breadcrumb trail. The people who find you during this era become your core community because they saw you before the polish. They were there for the voice cracks, the low-budget videos, and the uncertain captions. The goal isn't to lock yourself into one identity. The goal is to honor each phase of you and make it recognizable. How celebs brand while becoming. Let's break down a few examples of celebs who encompass this branding through evolution. First, Olivia Rodrigo. A Disney girly, she started her music career as a sad girl ballad queen with her breakout single Driver's License. She leaned into 2000s pop grunge angst for her album Sour, and with Guts, she built a more mature, rock-influenced persona channeling Alanis, Fiona, and early Avril. She plays with heartbreak tropes and teen melodrama, but always stay rooted in honesty, reflection, and that Gen Z language of emotional chaos. She didn't change who she was. She documented her evolution through sound, visuals, and storytelling. Chappell Roan. went from singing indie pop ballads to performing full drag glam fantasy on stage in wigs and body glitter. Her brand is owning the transformation. Each performance is a character, but it's all part of her core identity. Expressive, gender fluid, queer maximalism with a wink. The transformation is the brand. Ice Spice, her voice, chill, her aesthetic, Barbie coded baddie. Her brand, a Gen Z contradiction that works. She's a reminder that you can be soft and serious, chill and iconic, playful and powerful, all at once. Sabrina Carpenter, she went from teen sweetheart to headline-stealing performer with a mean wink and an unapologetically unserious tone. Her stage banter, merch, and even her visuals are built on not taking herself too seriously, but still delivering. Billie Eilish started as the whispery, alt-emo teen who wore oversized clothes and kept things moody, then shocked everyone with a Vogue cover and a corset. Her brand, emotional transparency, artistic rebellion, doing things her way. She evolved in front of the world, and instead of apologizing for it, she said, I can be all of it, and you can too. The takeaway, they didn't wait to be ready. They picked a starting point and let people come along for the ride. 5-step framework for building your becoming era. Here's your guide to branding yourself while you're still figuring it out. Step 1, pick 3 current pillars. Start with who you are right now. Choose 3 things you love, talk about, or explore most. These are temporary, let them evolve. Example, music you're experimenting with, your journey with self-expression, your thoughts on identity and creativity. Make these your now themes, not forever ones, knowing as you grow and evolve, they can and are allowed to change. Step 2, choose a vibe over a niche. You might not have a niche yet, and that's okay. Focus on your tone. Are you chaotic and funny, thoughtful and introspective, dry and sarcastic? That becomes your signature. Think of Sabrina's wink nudge tone, part satire, part sincerity. Her vibe is the glue. A vibe builds trust even when your content shifts. Step 3, document. Don't declare. You don't have to make a huge post every time you change direction. Instead, document. Let people watch the transformation. Try, this month I'm experimenting with X. Here's what I'm learning. People love seeing someone explore. It makes you feel real. Step 4, let your visuals be a mood board. You don't need perfect aesthetics. You need consistent energy. Collect references, vibes, colors, outfits, fonts, moods. This is your brand ecosystem. Even if your content changes, your vibe leaves a footprint. Step 5, let it change on purpose. Give yourself permission to evolve publicly, right? I'm in my experimental era. Say, my brand grows with me, not the other way around. Let people feel like they're watching a documentary in real time. And as you're growing and evolving, here are a few do's and don'ts that will help you embrace the process. Don't wait until things are perfect to post. Rebrand every week with no connection to your past content. Mimic someone else's identity before you think it'll work. Do let yourself be messy, but stay intentional. Be transparent when you're pivoting. Leave digital breadcrumbs so even your confusion has a trail. Branding isn't about locking yourself into a box. It's about making space for yourself in the world, even if you're still designing the path. What to do when you feel like you're shifting. So sometimes the scariest part is when you feel yourself changing and worry that your audience won't come with you. Here's what you can do. 1, narrate it. Let your audience know, hey, I'm shifting. I don't fully know where I'm headed, but I want to take you with me. 2, reframe confusion as creativity. You're not lost. You're in your exploration era, discovering new things about yourself, other people, maybe just your creative process. And 3, create a theme for the change. Give it a title. Season 2, or my soft launch era, or maybe something like reinvention in progress. Invite people to root for it. Because truly, people don't just follow your content, they follow your story. If you let them into the pivot, they'll ride with you through it. You know your brand is working even while you're still figuring out when people repeat your language back to you, or you get DMs like, this is exactly how I've been feeling, or you feel like you're showing up more honestly than ever before. Remember, You don't have to go viral to be impactful. You don't need a brand guide to start off. You don't need to be brave enough to be seen mid-process. So here's the truth. You don't need to have it all figured out to start building your brand. The act of becoming is the brand. Whether you're Ice Spice or Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina or Doechii, your evolution is the story people want to follow. You just have to start where you are. Tell me in the comments, what stage are you in right now? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch my Branding Basics playlist for more content like this. Join the Marketeer's Memo newsletter to get weekly strategies in your inbox and catch the audio version of this episode on Spotify. Until next time, Marketeers, stay growing, stay curious, and stay real.